I'm going to give a round of applause, man. Deontay Wilder and Derek Chiroza. Man, that was a lightning show. It almost made me... The technique might have not been there, but that take you back. Even though I'm not that old. I'm young. I ain't watching none of the old heavyweight bouts live. I have watched several of them on YouTube and how exciting they was and technical they was to be that big. You know, but that fight against Derek and Deontay, man, that was a hell of a fight. That 8th round, I was reading the comments when I was watching like a little live stream with somebody on YouTube. Somebody was like, man, they look like two guys fighting at a drunk pub. That shit took me out. I ain't gonna lie. But Deontay Wilder, man, that was a hell of a motherfucking fight. Like, let's just be real. They might not have had the tech, like, you know, the techniques, but I mean, they were swinging for the fences. It made me happy to see them both being that old, still being able to get paid and make money. You know, and do what they love, do it at a high level. Can't anybody just walk in the ring and take them out. You gotta respect the fact that, you know, they gave it their all. That was a battle. That 8th round, that was round of the year. People was talking, they was throwing haymakers. Deontay Wilder, that right hand. Like I said, they technique, you know, I can't critique everybody on the technique because I'm just a fan. I ain't stepped in the ring. I ain't put nobody down. Of course, you know, you watch a Floyd or somebody else, Terrence, you know what I mean? You gon', you know, clearly those two ain't on that level when it comes to technique. But we talking about swinging to the fences, somebody going down, Timber. They was trying to take each other out. And it was just happy to see Deontay, you know what I mean, and his opponent have respect for each other but want to take their heads off. It was entertaining, man. Like, I'm genuinely happy for Deontay. Derek, you know what I mean? I know he was going for the knockout. He wanted that win on the way out the door because he was going to retire. But he left it out there on his shield. You know, and it was a good fight. That overhand right, he kept throwing, boom, and connecting. I thought Deontay was going to go down. And then, you know, Deontay kept setting it up with the jab, boom, you know. That right hand, that was a, you know, it was a legendary fight to me as a boxing fan. You know what I mean? I was very happy to see it, very pleased. I was shocked. You know, I almost kind of stood up and was like, oh, shoot, they trying to kill each other now. You know what I mean? They doing it big. You know what I mean? So shout out to Deontay Wilder and Derek Chiroza. You know, y'all gave the fans what they wanted. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. It might have not been the most anticipated fight, but you seen the crowd stand up for Deontay when he started coming out there. When that right hand turned into an AK-47 like an automatic and just boom, 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 everybody stands up and everybody wants to see it. So shout out to them too for putting on a hell of a fight. Like I said, that 8th round was legendary, period.